9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get into the TipTut zone.
Hello everybody, and welcome back. It's TipTut. It's Friday. It's a live stream. Wonder Simon, hello. It's been a while. How are you doing? Sardify, hello. Jen Abbott, welcome. Good to have you here. Dan Poss, Satyakash Tiwari, sorry if I got that name wrong. Brian Monkawombe, once again. Joshua Marsh, hello man, welcome. Good to have you here. I'm having a great Friday. How about you? Jeremy Stewart, hello. Kadala, two beautiful members. Groovy Guarav Karnia and Maheen Hassan. Hey, what's up? I hope you guys are having a lovely day. It has been a while, Jen. It has. I'm glad you can make it though. We're doing a fun one today. I've been working on this little scene for an animation that I'm planning on making, and I've made like a barn, like a cell shaded toon barn with lighting and stuff that all works and is reactive and things like that, and blended textures. All this will be corn eventually, or wheat. At the moment, of course, it is just a stick. But yeah, eventually that'll be wheat. I built these cool walls, like these cool stone brick walls, and some planks and logs and things like that. It's all going well. Blender is going well so far. The OZ, hello. How's it going? You were doing your own model in Blender whilst watching. That's the best way to do it, Jen. So today we're going to do a little bit of work on this cottage. I want to do the doorway here. I want to do like a little peaked doorway with flower beds and stuff in it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm just going to pop into solid mode, obviously, so it doesn't freak out quite so much. But yeah, we're feeling good. Oh boy, long week this week though. Long week. Looking forward to the weekend. And yeah. Oh, my tip tunes. My tip tunes isn't working. Let me just quickly fix that. Of course, as well, fucking Elden Ring comes out today, and my bloody copy didn't arrive. I was supposed to be playing Elden Ring all the goddamn day long, and it didn't turn up, and I'm livid. I mean, I'm sure I'll get over it, right? But oh boy, I'm livid. There you go. It's now playing the right song. There we are. You're exploring toon shading is something that can make interesting art with isn't common. Also, photorealism is easy and well established. Well, I wouldn't say it's easy, but yeah, I get exactly your point. Josh says, it's really cool. Been looking at Blender tutorials and how to make cool stuff like you've done. Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world, Jen. It's just a fidget game. But man, I was so excited about it, and now there is nothing, you know. But that's okay. So I want to make a little doorway thing first. And luckily for me, I've already got some posts already set up, so we're going to use those as the start of our or like the materials and stuff from them as the start of our doorway frame, essentially. But what I want is like a oh, Phoebe's come back. One moment, I've got to let my cat in before we get too deeply into this. Yes, we want like a wooden frame first of all. So that's what we're going to be doing first. And to save me a bit of work, I'll be mirroring some stuff too. Something like that kind of height, I think, will work nicely. Maybe a bit lower. Yeah, something like that. And we'll add onto this a mirror modifier along the y-axis. Yeah, that looks nice. And then you can just start building things inside this mesh. For like the framework of this. I think what I'd like is you like that. Ooh. GG. I thought GG would scale both of them in sync, but I guess not. I wonder if there's a way to like mirror on a couple of axes as well. There definitely is, right? But it's just whether I'm a dummy or not. You know. Hey Bumbo, what's up, man? Welcome to the live stream. I think I want a big support at the top there. Is it fair to say toon shading is like 10% modeling and then 90% figuring out color shades and lighting and render settings? Yeah, like the models can be quite simple. That's not necessarily always the truth, but they can be pretty simple. I don't actually want those there, to be honest. I think I want like some little flower baskets and stuff. So I probably want that one to be a bit higher. We can scale those in as well. Like, it's pretty easy to get the model together. And then, yeah, a lot of it is just figuring stuff out. Let's apply, sorry, the scale and rotation of that one. Got my coffee with me. I hope you guys have got coffee as well. Hey, Super Pentagon, what's up? Welcome, man. And what I can do is, because I know I'm happy with this wood here, is I can Shift L and copy the modifiers. I will then have to go to this one and reapply my mirror modifier first, like that. And now we've got our nice lumpy wood. You know, gives it a bit more life and uniqueness. And I kind of want a lattice going up here, but not too much. So I think what I'm going to do is loop cut a bunch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And here, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Is that the same amount? No, my bad. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like that. Yeah, that looks quite nice. And we'll insert all of them until they're nice and thin. And extrude them down. I don't know why I loop cut all those on the bottom. I didn't actually need to do that. And then I'm going to have some like plants and vines and things growing up here, I think. It's probably a good place to start. Put a mirror object can be anything and use it on the mirror modifier. You can mirror along multiple axes. Yeah, that's a good point, like an empty null or something. That's a good idea, yeah. That'll do for now though. Let's Shift S, cursor to selected, and then let's Shift A, a new cube. Kind of want that to be a similar size, but I'm not super bothered if it's not. Let's rotate that on the X by 45 degrees. scale along the local Z. For those who don't know, Jen is like the local Blender expert in the chat. So if you've got any Blender questions, then she's happy to help. Hey Kenzin, what's up? We only just started the stream, but don't worry, there will be a video on my channel Blenderbox coming out about exactly how we built the rock walls. So subscribe to Blenderbox and you will get your answer. Okay, so we've got a weird effect going on here. I think we can fix with a couple of loop cuts. Well, I kind of like it being curved down at the bottom there, so maybe we'll keep those bottom ones curved. And I want those to intersect in like a little X, like that. That looks good. Then let's edge loop. It would be this one, wouldn't it? And then cut the wood. And then if we edge loop here, we can give that a nice sharp edge there. And let's edge loop both of those. Actually, it's probably easier to just go to X-ray mode and just grab all of them. Boom. There we go. So I want that. Now I don't know whether I want that at the back as well, because this roof is very, very temporary. So I might just turn off this roof. Save myself the hassle. Do you hear wind in the background? Probably. There's been an update to the way that Windows handles sound, and it's probably the fan on my PC freaking out. So I'm just going to turn my mic volume all the way down and bring this in a bit more. That might be better. I had to wrestle with it all through that new, the new Blender series out on the channel. Like halfway through it randomly changed and messed up all the audio. So that's why you can see there's a lot of cuts and things in that series, because man, it fucked up like everything. It's so annoying. It's such a pain in the arse. That should be a little bit better now, though. Hey, no worries, Pep. You do you, my friend. So I wonder, you know, this might be a bit of a faux pas, but if I were to add a plank along here, let's do scale that down on the Y. And on the Z, and then rotate on the X 45 degrees. And then let's apply all transforms and set the origin back to the geometry. Geometry. That might be Elden Ring. Guys, this might be Elden Ring. Oh, it's Elden Ring. Oh. Ashen One. What is thine heart's desire? Ooh, give me a copy of Elden Ring. Ooh, I really want a copy of Elden Ring. Oh, I'm so excited now. I can definitely play that tonight. Oh, what a start to the weekend. I am like a big kid on Christmas morning. I've been waiting years for this heckin' game. Before I start, let's grab this subdiv sir. Let's quickly pop into render view. It's not looking as wobbly, but that's okay. I want to copy the exact same as these planks here. I'm pretty sure it's the same stuff though. So let's copy, modify as plonk, because that one doesn't have a mirror. Yeah, that's looking nice. So now these wobbly planks that I made earlier, that I can just slap a little array on my whatever axis. It'll be my Z axis, I don't know. Of this guy. Let's just move it up into the air a bit. I need my count and oh, I'm on the wrong object. That's why. You fool. There we go. I want you. So let's take the array off that. You can still hear it. Yeah, sorry, Kadala. I'm trying to fix it. I'm in the process of fixing it, but I think it's also a software update of how Windows handles USB microphones and stuff. It's been a right pain in the dick, unfortunately. I can turn the mic way down and just get right up on it. Let's just... Oh yeah, that might be better. Can you guys still hear me? Jeremy can't hear anything. It is definitely there, Jeremy. Kadala's not going crazy, but it might be worse. Okay, sweet. You can still hear me. Awesome. Cool. Hey Mel, how's it going? It's kind of hard. My microphone is now in front of my chat though. I'm gonna have to move all my other windows out. Here we go. Have I just started this cottage? No, we started with like this bit done, and we've only done this little bit here so far today. So yeah, don't worry, you haven't missed much. I freaked out a little bit because Elden Ring came in the post, and that's mostly what's happened today. So we're going to need an offset factor of that much. So if we did like, oh, I don't know, 0.9 and then negative 0.9, that's going to create duplicate planks for me. And then let's do like 5. Bam. Boom, baby. Boom. And then we can add a mirror modifier after that on the y-axis. And create our nice peaked roof. That's pretty good. I don't think I want it sticking out the end of the plank though, so we'll just do that. Oh yeah. Oh damn. Kenzin, you beautiful bastard. Thank you so much for becoming a member. It's a term of endearment here at TipTut. Thank you so much for joining, man. I really appreciate that. And personal design feedback level as well. What a beautiful person you are. Just want to support people, not after feedbacks, although I could ask tiny bits sometimes. Awesome. Well, if you join the Discord, Kenzin, you can hang out with all the other Tip Titans. And if you did have any questions, you could ask them there. But yeah, it is by no means mandatory that you ask questions or anything like that. Whatever makes you happy as the guy paying the bills. So this roof is temporary, so we're not worrying about that intersecting at the moment. We're just worrying about this bit. But that's looking quite nice. I quite like that. Let's start adding in some flower beds. But before we do, let's name some of this stuff and stick it in its own collection. You, and you, and it can be new collection, and it'll be cottage door. Lovely. That looks pretty good. We can scale down this temporary door like that, so it fits a bit nicer. Hey, Kenzin, nice. Way to find the Discord so quick. What time is it here? It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. On a relaxing Friday afternoon. Alright, so we have all of our planks and things. If we pop quickly into here, we can do some quick textures. Let's go to shading mode, and I've actually got a wood plank texture that we can pop on there, but you also need a second slot with the border texture in it, because there are modifiers on here. This modifier that pulls from the correct slot this time. Our nice thin black border around the edge of our shape there. I'm not sure wood plank is the best shout though. Let's go back to slot 1 and we'll try maybe wood fence. That's a nicer colour. We've also got wood bark, which is very dark. But let's try wood fence for now. And it does tend to affect it. So let's go to UV editing. And AU to unwrap. Smart UV project. Boom. There we go. Just affects the grain on the wood that we've made and stuff like that. So let's do the same thing here. UV editing, AU, unwrap. Can't do it, so let's do a smart UV. Nice. Do the same thing here. AU, smart. Okay. And this one should be A and U because it's already unwrapped because it was the basic cube, so it shouldn't actually need anything. So that's looking pretty good. So what you can do now is just select these guys, and then this one last, Control L, link materials. And they've all got the same material on. But I might do for these ones, go to slot 1 and change that to wood bark. Or wood grain. Or wood fence. Or wood plank. A bit more light hits them. Sure, I quite liked them being the fence color, so we'll leave it on that for now, and we'll bring some variation in using the plants and things. Alright, cool. So we'll go to material preview mode or solid mode to keep working, because otherwise it'll lag out like crazy. Awesome, that's looking real nice. Let's add some flower pots down here. So let's add in a new cube, scale it down till we get the size we want. Something like that. That looks about right. Let's apply that scale. And then in here, let's inset and extrude down. Like that. Now, I think what I want is one of these like plank things, like plank barrel buckets, and I've done it here with individual planks and arrays. I just wonder if there's a better way, or whether I should stick to the same way because that's what the rest of the stuff in the scene looks like. Whilst I'm here, I'll actually move that to cottage door, make sure that's selected. Okay, any mods in the chat? If you see any further messages from Joshua Phillips, he's a bot, so hide them for me, please. Yeah, I wonder whether because you can do something like this, right? And then bevel each of these. And then just scale them down a bit individually. Like if we would go faces like that, and then like you can get a cheap approximation of planks that might look fine. I feel like it'll lose something. So we're going to try something cool that I learned today. Okay. So I think I'll just duplicate this. And this could go horribly wrong. I've got no idea. So we're going to get rid of the mirror, we're going to get rid of the array. Scale it down. Actually, it's easier to start with a new plank. I think it might be because of rotation values and stuff. So let's start with one new plank as a cube. Scale everything down. Let's go to Cottage door collection and press isolate. Select objects. Isolate. There we go. So on the Y, nice and thin. On the X, nice and thin. And on the Z, perhaps just a little bit taller. Okay. Apply all transforms and then set the origin back to the geometry. So if we then copy the modifiers from here, plonk, we get rid of the mirror and the array. Oops, not on the original. Get rid of the mirror and the array on here. You keep learning stuff continuously. It never ends with Blender. It never ends with design in general. But especially Blender, you're forever learning new stuff. So I want this to be a box around a path, right? So we can add in a new curve. It'll be a path. If we go to top view on this path. Because you know, that does make a curve, doesn't it? I forget. Do you reckon a Bezier path is probably the best way to do it? Or should I just cheat it? What's the best way to add just a square path? Is it best to make a plane? Scale that down. Delete the face. Oops. And like convert to curve. That's definitely the best way, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll add a modifier, add an array modifier to this, and you can just array to your heart's content, right? And then you add a curve modifier to it, and it will pick this curve, and you can curve the planks around it like that. But you get this weird distortion. The best way of being an artist is cheating. Kega, yeah, the Discord is members only. But if you become a member, then you get access. And it's 99p to become a member, so it's quite cheap. Excuse me. So, that is distorted and weird. And it's fucking with my planks, and I don't want it to fuck with my planks. So there's something called instancing. So we'll get rid of you. And you want to Shift S your cursor to your object. And first of all, we want to just roughly align that. Thing is now, I don't know where the start of my path is considered, but I'm sure we'll find out, right? So Shift S, cursor to selected. Then Shift A and add in just like a plane. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's just rotate that and scale it down just for our sake. So it's roughly the size of our plank, and then apply all transforms and right click, set origin to geometry. Okay. Now you want to parent your plank to this plane. Control P, parent. Okay. Then you go down to your object properties and instancing and choose faces. The rotation didn't stick, but that's okay. Now this is our original plane, right? And we can... Ooh, which one is it? I should have named all my cubes. Where are you? Oh, we're in local view. One sec. Cottage door. You are paired in there. Okay, so select objects and isolate. So that'll be you. So we can hide that for now, and then we can rotate that on the x-axis so that it's back up, right? Then what you do is you move this plane around the path, and it will copy an instance of each of these. So you add an array to the plane, okay, that is the length of the path, bonk, like that, and you add a modifier that is a curve around that path, bonk, like that, and you can see that it's adjusted my planes and things around the path without distorting any of the planks, if that makes sense. Yeah, I know there's plenty of ways to do it, but I learned this way to do it with chains and stuff today, and I wanted to see if it would work for this because, well, I'm just trying to get it to work, right? And see what the difference is between them. If this doesn't work, I'll do it that way, Jen, you're absolutely right. Or I'll just make a couple and link them together. They're so low poly that it doesn't matter. But we want a constant offset. And why is it like way larger? With the origin point of my plane, right? I bet. Yeah, with the origin point of my plane, look, because the edge starts there. So we want to go into edit mode of that and shimmy it all the way over. Yes, nice. Okay, but the other way. No. Getting there. It's still treating those corners as a curve. It's not my expected behavior at all. Alright, let's do it Jen's way. Let's get rid of all these, and I just want my plane. Just want this original plane here. So let's move that from the collection back into the cottage. Oops, the cottage door, cottage collection, yeah. And then we'll just delete them. Okay. Right, so didn't work, but let me quickly show you what you can do with it, because it is worth it. Object array without distortion. Look at this. So this is a chain object that follows the path. Follows this curve here, right? And if you edit any point of this curve, wherever the end is, there's the end. So if you follow and edit any point of this curve here, for example, you can just add sections to your chain, which I thought was really cool. And it just grows and grows. And none of them warp or bend. Yeah, they actually adjust based on each other. Really cool. So I thought I might be able to do something like that with the planks, but I think it might just be overkill, essentially. Let's go back to the wheat field. Once you've gone and experiment with curves, life got a lot easier. Yeah, I think for this particular instance, maybe not the best idea, but I think it definitely could have worked if I wanted to play around, but I don't want to spend the 2 hours on stream faffing, you know? It's probably easier just to do an array modifier. Let's just rotate it for my ease of use. 6 looks like it'll fit. Go to top view and just there we go. On top of that, add a mirror modifier along the y-axis to create both edges, like that. Duplicate it, rotate it 90 degrees. strength in width is probably good. Make that one 3. I'm trying to keep... It might not be like the best process for, you know, this particular use case or whatever, but I'm trying to use the techniques that I'm learning in real situations to see whether it would work, if that makes sense. So for example, I now want a metal band running around here. It probably would be a good idea to use a bend modifier for that, you know, just to make use of the stuff that I'm learning. Yeah, Kega, you might get a bit of lag if I go to rendered view for a second. Just refresh and you'll catch up. You know? Or, you know, it might be way easier to just cheat it, like always. Still learning these things, so I like to experiment. Let's add a solidify modifier onto this guy. Thing is, a Blender as well, there's like no established tutorials or anything for it. In the same way there are After Effects and stuff, like where you boot it up and it's like, here's how to get started. You just gotta fucking give it a go and see what bloody happens. And man, is that a pain in the booty. That's a thick boy, isn't it? We'll disable this solidify until we can unwrap our mesh and stuff. Do that there. And then I want that edge and that edge to have a face. Cool. You get anything. AU, unwrap. Let's make a seam here. That should make it easier for us to then add in our solidify modifier back in. Let's apply all transforms and set the origin to the geometry. Add in our solidify modifier. There we go. And now we've got a constant solidify. Nice. Temporarily disable that. I'm going to add in a bunch of loop cuts here because I want to add some lumpiness to it. So we'll do that. Don't want it to be super even, so I'm not even bothered about it being the same amount on each side. Here we go. Let's add the solidify back on. Add a displacement modifier. Oh, sorry. Let's add a subdivision surface first. 3. See if lumpy ground works. Might be a bit strong, but we can just... the scale's a bit big. Okay. Bashed metal, we'll call this one. And we don't want it to be an image, we want it to be a Voronoi, the scale of which is way, way down, like 0.01. And the contrast is 0.1 to start. 0.01. Yeah, there you go. Bashed metal. And we can loop cut these. Or crease them is an alternative. To get that out there. Nice, that's looking good. And then we can go down here and make the strength like 0.5. Cool, so now we've got that. Let's bring that up to the top of our basket and let's add a ray modifier onto it with a Z factor of 1. Bam. Flower pot. Lovely. Got to add some dirt in there. You could bend this around a curve. Yeah, I could. Like you said, though, there's a billion ways to do things. It isn't cheating, it's finding a creative solution. Yeah, so like I've bent lots of things around curves in here. These walls are bent around curves. this fence panel and stuff. What else? Maybe some bits in there, I can't remember. That could have definitely been bent around a curve. You're 100% right. You know what? Let's add a bit of variation to that. Let's looking a bit neat. So let's shift there, cursor to selected, shift A, an empty plane axis, and let's do object offset our empty. That'll allow us to rotate our second array a little bit. Make it a bit less uniform. Okay. And if you wanted to, you could also object offset then these guys. Oh, that's a bit strong. You could actually just lift those up a touch for a bit more variation. And you've got a bit more of a wonky box. Nice, that's looking good. Let's go to, should we put these are all currently in the Cottage door. No, they're not, they're currently in the Cottage collection. So let's grab all of them. And move them to a new collection and call them Flower Box, because I might want to use them somewhere else. Any software, you just sort of dive in and press buttons until you know what does what. Yeah. Okay, rip X Jaws. We're not talking about that today. I'm going to put you in timeout, mate. Especially because you're spamming it as well, for Christ's sake. Can you sort that out for me, Kadala, if you're still here? Thank you. Sweet. That's looking good. Let's duplicate that. Let's take those, select object 50 along the y-axis, and just so it's not exactly the same. This array is going to need this empty to be duplicated as well, isn't it? Fool! Let's pop you inside Flower Box 2. Then we can select objects, duplicate G and Y, there we go, G and Z, stick him the other way around. Blammo. Let's bring that one up a little bit, because it'll be sitting on the ground technically, wouldn't it, not through it, so that's looking pretty nice. And then let's grab all of these. Move them in a bit. Cool. That's looking kind of nice. I kind of like it. You might experience a bit of lag as I texture this. Oh, I've crashed Blender. Oh, good lord. We have crashed. Nope, we're back. It's all good. It's because I'm streaming at the same time. It's so annoying. Render preview. Do I have a metal? Yeah, I've already got one. Awesome. What have I used that for? Ah, the gate hinges. Of course. Wood fence. Wood fence. Wood fence. Wood fence. Wicked. We're also going to need a border on these as well. So border. Oh, actually, best way to do it then would be to select all of these. And then that one. And then copy link materials. Yeah. Then go to Control C with this add-on and copy the selected modifiers, which is the border, plonk. Then on these ones, almost flip materials offset. I think on these so that's fixed them. Let's fix these. Mesh, normal, flip. Mesh, normal, flip. Awesome. So that's fixed these. So these now have 2 materials in them, wood fence and border. And these ones just need to change wood fence to metal. Me, or is those borders not actually there? Yeah, those borders aren't actually there. Why is that? Let's find out. It's because that needs to go to the end. Right. Materials offset 2. That's wrong, it should be material offset 1. Material offset 1. And this one's working because it's opposite. Offset. No, it is there. And it's offsetting by 1, so it should be picking the border. But it's not. Oh well. Let's leave that for now. Yeah, if you do get a little bit of lag, just refresh. I try not to go into render view too much, but it just happens every time you go into render view, so it is what it is. Cool, that's looking pretty nice. I think I like that. That needs to be shade smooth though. Cool. Shall we try and make the thatched roof? I've got no idea how I'm going to make the thatched roof. So let's give it a fucking go. Turn the roof back on. So we have a thatched roof with our solidify modifier here. I think I definitely first thing just want to extrude everything, right? Make it nice and chunky. Get rid of the solidify modifier. Shade that smooth. Add a subdivision surface onto it. Okay. Now, I think what I need is like a displacement modifier that will create loads of different spikes, and then we just texture it yellow. Yeah, that's the plan. So, to do that, however, I'm going to have to crease some of these edges, aren't I? It's definitely going to be these ones at the top. That'll create them, and definitely this one here, which will create that back corner. By extension, then, that's going to mean this entire edge loop should be creased, and maybe this entire edge loop should be creased. Maybe this is one of those things where it's best to keep it simple and tackle it in stages. For example, if we select like a face selection and we just call this one roof test. And we can close that off and we'll just start with one section first. That's probably a good idea. Let's save. Particles would be way too heavy because I've got all these grass and wheat particles in there already. Otherwise, that's exactly what I would do. I'd just have a shitload of particles. But this also isn't actually going to be, like in the animation, you're going to see it from over here. you know, like that. Most of the animation is actually going to be shot, you know, like this, looking down over the wheat field, stuff like that. So I also don't want to waste like a really heavy particle system on not very much, if that makes sense. But let's give it a go. Origins to geometry. Let's add a solidify modifier onto it, so we get some thickness. Then let's add a subdivision surface modifier onto it, set to like 5. Then it's really easy to just crease the edges. Maybe we have to bevel or inset the edges too. I wonder if you can do. I think. Issue is I need some of these edges to be creased and other ones not to be. So I think we're going to have to apply the solidify. Control A. Apply. Failed for roof test. Apply. There we go. Oh, it's in edit mode. And then we want it thicker at the bottom. So let's get the basic shape right first. Scale it up on the X. Rotate it around on the local Y. Until we get our basic wedge shape. Okay, basic wedge shape for the roof. Looks good. Let's add to that. I think maybe a wood grain displacement will work well. So let's not worry about the shape yet, because we can pull the shape into position. Shade that smooth. Let's add a displacement modifier, and we'll call this thatch. Because you can get these directional displacements, and I think you can change the angle that they displace as well, if that makes sense. So under here you can get the coordinates to be like object or UV. Can't do normal based, unfortunately. That's a bit annoying. No problem. You can change the axes for sure. The grass isn't a particle, it's just individual blades. No, the grass is a particle, and the wheat is a particle as well. So I don't really want a third particle system. Maybe we make like one bunch of thatch, and then like duplicate it. You know? Let's see how this guy's done it. He's created a thatch roof. Looks like he's done rings of things. He's done it with hair. He's done it all with hair. I really don't want to use a third particle system, especially because it's going to be toon shaded. So it really doesn't matter. Should I just bite the bullet and go for tiles? We've got a tiled roof on the barn. No, it feels like cheating. That definitely feels like cheating. But we could have rows of thatch. Let's try that. Let's try a row of thatch. So let's do like a cylinder. Mesh. Cylinder. Give it like 60. Oops, I did not mean to confirm that. Mesh. Cylinder 16, and then... Oh, am I lagging like super hard? Or am I just being a moron? Cylinder. Radius down. Apparently I'm just being a moron. Let's rotate that on the Y. and scale it along the way. And then apply and set our into geometry, shade smooth, add modifier, thatch. Because now the bands should go in the right direction, even if we set them to be like Voronoi. They should go in the right direction. Stick with wood. And give us a subdiv so we've actually got some stuff to work with. Like 5 maybe. Whoa! Rings of wood. Second basis. Saw. Try. Rings. God, you can get some crazy shit, can't you? How the hell do you control the direction of this displacement? Because it's up and down, but what about rotational? You know? Like, why can't I rotate that factor around? Let's find out. Coordinates, global. Being an idiot here. I think I might be being an idiot here. Thatch roof render. Let's see. People are using like image textures and stuff, which I wanted to avoid. I think the spikes don't need to be that much. I think I'm being an idiot. Let's bring back our roof test. Okay, and let's edge crease everything. Okay, so we've got our wedge, right? And then onto that we add our displacement, which is thatch. Instead of wood, we choose something like Voronoi or Stucky or something. And you bring the contrast and scale way down first of all. Like that. And then we subdivision it a bit. Just take a few of these and then create some lumpiness. And do the same inside. That's more like what we want. But we don't want directional. We'd like something with a bit more direction. brightest one. Down to one of the darker ones. That colour's a bit off, but we can fix that. In fact, I don't think I like that colour at all. Let's leave that one out of the equation. Bam. That's looking nice. Look at you. That one's got the border on it. Or at least that one does. Let's copy that selected modifier. Oops, we need you to be yellow. Copy selected modifiers border, clonk, and then you need. Oh, I just changed grass blades without. Oh no! Oh fucking hell! All my grass is going to be grey now, you guys. Oh, look, my grass is yellow because I forgot to duplicate it. Oh. Alright, let's rename that. So let's go back to solid view. And I'll quickly fix that. This needs to be called thatch. And my grass now needs to be grass blades. And I think I can go to my ground. I can copy this color ramp for now. And back in grass blades. I can paste that color ramp. And just swap it out. There we go. Grass is back temporarily. Can we use the image texture with the alpha blender, then use a couple of planes to mix and match? Yeah. Would the toon shader work with a displacement in the shader? Well, this is it, right? To create the lumpiness. It does. We've got, like, on the rock wall and on here, we've got Voronoi textures creating this, like, black speckledness. So you could add onto here. Instead of this Voronoi speckle, you could, like, make it like that, you know? On that axis to make it go. Is it on the Z axis? Yeah. That down to 20 and that up to 100. So then you get like that kind of hashed effect on it. It's quite nice. Nice enough anyway for now. Cool. Let's duplicate. Thank you for looking though. Like I said, I'm a fucking noob. Blender is hot. Did I bevel the edges? No, I didn't. Awesome. Hey Athara, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing well. Well, nothing there. Let's, instead of scale Y 0, move it over and then extrude that bit. Turn on proportional. Maybe not. That would be the issue with subdividing this straight away, I guess. Let's delete that one. Oops, that one. And I did have a roof here, didn't I? So I can go into here, select those, move that to a new selection. Right, the original roof. That's not going to work either. Maybe extrude that voice to avoid the warping. Yeah, it seems to be warping along like local axes, even though it's set to global, which is weirding me out. But that's why we're here, to learn. So if we swing that around on the z-axis and then on the x-axis 9 degrees, that one should fit fairly nicely there. And then these ones should be fairly simple to warp outwards. So that's that one side of the house. Do what you did for that same side on the other side too. Yeah. It breaks as soon as I You want to press fast forward so hard? Yeah, sorry, I'm still learning. I'm doing my best here though. Is what it is. Sorry, mate. got an idea. So I want to rotate around the local X. So the whole thing gets fucked up. Scale X 0. Oh, is there double trouble? A M by distance. For goodness sake. Rotate along the x-axis by 0. Rotate along the y-axis by 0. Right, there we go. Getting so close to a good end result. Yeah, I know. Don't E the angle side. What on earth does that mean? I want to rotate it along a local axis. Which I thought was the x-axis, but I'm apparently wrong. I'm being a dum-dum in some way here, aren't I? Don't G the angled side. Or don't grab the angled side. What? Can you tell us why do you want to learn Blender? So I get better at stuff. I've never done any 3D stuff before this, really. I did enough. I know enough to make the little series I made, and that's about it. Extrude the angled side unless he flips the rotations entirely, even then I'm not sure that would work. Yeah, I think I made a mistake by applying all of this wobbliness onto it first, if that makes sense. I think in this instance, for this side, it would be best to start from a new plane. From there, because I created this roof by extruding the house upwards, if that makes sense. So we do have the original roof. I think I'll do both of these. Duplicate into a new selection. Zero it a little before going around the top side. No, I think I'm good. Actually, I don't need to decimate it. I'm a moron, but it worked anyway. I don't want this face. Get rid of it. I just want this face. Okay, and then we'll extrude. Grab that edge. I am the dumbest person alive. There we go. You know? Sometimes you just got to be an idiot for a bit. Copy modifiers. Copy materials. Shade smooth. Boom. I'm a fucking moron. There we go. Jesus Christ, me. That took a while. be a big dummy. Hey man, sometimes you gotta be dumb to see the obvious answer. I think sometimes you get so caught up in like the right way to do it, quote unquote, then you don't realize that you're being an asshole the entire time. You know? Whoa. That was weird. I've run out of undos. I've run out of undos, guys. I fucked it. Done it. Thanks, Jen. I fucked that bit though. I'm gonna have to duplicate it and try again. It comes down to me trying my best. We did it. And it looks fucking great. We did it and it looks great. Yes. Whoo-wee. God, now that was a fucking endeavor, wasn't it? I can't believe I cocked that up so badly. Oh man, I was gonna add like little thatch windows and shit going on in here, but I don't think I will now. Jesus. If you don't need to add a grid of faces like you did on the roof, select the edges and use Control F and use grid fill. That's a great fucking tip. Thank you, Jem. Jesus. Why didn't I know that? I'm a dumbass. These things happen, you know? These things happen. Just copy these modifiers. And then I want to crease you. Increase you. And shade smooth. So another modifier. Simple deform. Bend it. Bend it along the Y. Along the X. Along the Z. Along the nothing. All transforms. So origin to geometry. I think I'm going to need it to be a bit longer actually. Something like that. Yeah, that's a bit nicer. Let's try the curve trick instead. Keybind's one of the hardest things about Blender, remembering what they do and what use cases are. Yeah, I think I agree. Learning Blender is fucking hard, and then you have to learn all of the keybinds too. Doing Blender on stream is really hard as well, because usually I'll take like all the time in the world that I need to figure something out and then record the tutorial from that, you know? And whoa. Look at that shit. You know? But then when you're live, it's like, oh god. Oh god, it's all going wrong. I think it's to do with my origin points, isn't it? Make sure my origin points are set correctly. Let's move you out of the way and then move you down. And you along. And then it will hit the curve. Yeah. Yeah, baby. There's me curved thatch. Me curved thatch. See that bit I just fucking did? Like it was nothing. I wonder if it needs to be too nervous to make all of the usual mistakes I do when writing up tutorials. Man, it's a whole other ball game. I mean, and it is what it is, you know. People are always gonna shit on you. Essentially, there'll always be one asshole that's like, I know how to do it better than you. Oh. And you just need to go, alright, well then do it. And then nobody ever will, because they realize how much fucking effort it takes to make a tutorial. And you're like, I may not be fantastic, but I am doing my best, and I'm also giving it all away for free. So you can either appreciate the fact that I'm trying hard and giving it to you, or you can be an asshole. And most of the time they're like, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't be an asshole, should I? If you're lucky, of course. Other times they'll just tell you to fuck off. That looks nice. Let's link these materials. Plonk. Quick check in rendered view. It's looking nice. You usually get like a little babby window in here, in like these little bits. So I'm going to add a quick plane. Like that. And Let's grab both of them and just bevel them. Oh, where's that not beveling? Am I on like a weird bevel? Bevel. Ah, affect vertices, that's why. Control B, affect vertices, there we go. Control B, affect vertices. Nice. And then we'll copy the house, Control L, link modifiers, and link materials. And we'll shade smooth. Go to UV editing, AU, unwrap, layer. That's a weird place to get a dot, isn't it? Also, Blender is one of those programs that will absolutely just mess you up because it feels like it. So, like, why am I getting a pinch there and there's no point there? Is it because I need to loop cut all the way around? Probably, right? Go to face mode and just do a quick subdivide. No, so you think that would fix it? Fine, don't care about any of you. Let's just leave it like that for now. You liking the roof and the window? So we appreciate your thing. Yeah, I don't mind a bit of cursing in the chat, but yeah, keep it chill. The roof window looks good. I'm going to duplicate it. Oh, what I'm going to do first is make sure I grab the stuff because I've been doing all of this in the wrong area. So let's take all of you, bomb, 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 and you, and you. God, and there's a curve in there somewhere. Let's grab that in a minute by going to Cottage, Roof. And let's hide Cottage Roof. And then let's take you and go to Cottage Roof. Cool. So now if I select all these objects, that should have my entire roof in it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So now I can get you and we'll call you Window Thatch. Or Tatch. Window Wall. Window Curve. And we'll grab all of them. Duplicate them. Oh, 9 degrees. One of these has an origin point way out of the way. Origin geometry. Cool. So you, and window. So window thatch 1, window wall 1, window curve 1. Slide that back. That's looking nice. Oh god, it's the music. Oh, you're right. Skip. I have to leave it in now. It's become a meme. If I got rid of it now, I'd never forgive myself. Ooh. That one's fine. That one's a little bit larger, that's why. Okay, I think a little window frame is in order, don't you? Let's add a... best way to do this, do you think? Let's add a plane. Cool. Could you turn the music volume down? Hard to hear your comments. Oh, sorry, it's because I've turned the mic down. Let me just fix that. There we go. Usually it's like up there, which should be way easier to hear. Some people are getting a bit of feedback, that's all. I think that's nice. Or should there be one more? Yeah, one more. Alright, cool. Let's what was that tip you had for me? Was it Jen or Kodala? About like decimating or something? Make my life a bit easier? No? I don't know. Can I inset those? Because if I inset these to create that, which is what I want, I can then go here and cut faces, and that gives me the rim that I want. But I wonder if there's an easier way, you know? Solidify. And shade smooth. Let's copy them. Copy mods. Control F, grid fill. It was Jen. Grid fill. Grid fill. And that would like close and open face with the correct geometry, would it? I think I want the bevel. I think I want the mirror first of all, and we want the subdivision, but we want hard edges. And we want our solidify back first. Ching. Normals. Don't think that matters for that one. For example, here I've got like geometry that all intersects with each other, which doesn't actually matter for this style. Not that I've seen, but obviously is bad show, isn't it? I'm gonna need a glass, non-see-through glass, opaque glass texture in there, aren't we? Let's duplicate you, scale you down. Actually, that's a terrible idea. Let's duplicate, not you. Let's just draw ourselves a single vert. Single vert, add single vert in edit mode, and then just so is this a good place to use it? Control F, grid fill. Inset faces, solidify faces, grid fill. There you go. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? Nice one. Thank you very much, Gem. Bad geometry isn't as critical if you aren't animating the mesh. No, none of this will be animated. I'm trying to learn good habits, though. You know? Even though I'm fucking terrible. Let's remember to duplicate. But let's do... I've got Spooky Bones, which is a very simple color ramp. I don't know how much it's hitting it. And we'll call it Window Glass. Let's bring back our palette. Our palette. We want a white in there, definitely. And we want some blues. How's that for a dark blue? Nice. The other windows will be more in light. So I'll use that as a temporary one. And then I'll take that, which we'll call window frame, and this one, which we'll call window glass. And we will shift right click over there, shift D to duplicate, shift S, selection to cursor. Bam. Cool. Now let's control the shading on this one, because that's looking a little bit too bright. We want some of that to creep in around the edges. There we go. What's this on Y-axis? Bring that forward a bit because I think it's intersecting with the wall touch. Awesome. That's looking good. I like it. Like it a lot. Clonk. James 7 says you're the best tutorial man. Thank you. It's not true, but I appreciate the kind words. Got a gap. Got a gap in our thatch. What the heck? I'll fix that later. Alright, that's looking pretty nice. We need a door. We need a big window. I want like a little shack here. In fact, can I just like save myself some time, you know? Might be a bit much. I think it's a bit much. We'll get rid of that. But that's looking nice so far. And we can look through our camera at the guy. And voila, we have ourselves a nice thatched roof coming together. And a nice cottage. And a nice barn over there. And some bushes and sticks. I think I'm going to have some fun with some ivy, I reckon. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping, and then we'll do some fun with ivy to finish off. So we've got cottage roof, and that's got everything in it. And then inside cottage roof, we've got all of that stuff that isn't named very well, but never mind. So inside cottage door, let's add mesh, single vert, and just for fun, I'm going to extrude it upwards for the moment. Add a modifier to it, and it'll be a skin modifier. That looks about right to me. Let's subdiv it. Subdiv, sir. The subdiv, sir. Excuse me, sir. Do you know about your subdiv? Cool. Then let's take you and isolate you. And let's just have some fun. I definitely want a close-up of the door, so it's worth doing this. Just for shiggles. Pretty nice. Mesh, plain. Now remind me, because I am a fool. Ivy leaves. Okay, they look kind of weird. Do you know what? Let's be lazy again. Excuse me. Kind of come out like this. Boop. A. Control F. Grid fill. Didn't work. Select 2 edge loops or a single closed edge loop from which 2 edge loops can be calculated. Nope. F to face. That'll do me. Didn't work that time, guys. Hi Alicia, I really like how much detail you put into everything you do. It isn't always the big stuff that makes a scene, but the little details that add that give it life. Oh, thank you so much. It's mainly because I'm still learning, so adding all these stupid details, even if they're ridiculous overkill, really helps me figure stuff out, basically. We want hair. And we want it to render as an object, and the object we want to render is the path. And now see, here's the thing, because usually you would scatter it over faces, right? Not that we're going to get to it today anyway. But would emitter? Oh, I know exactly what I need to do. I need to turn this down because who cares? Nobody's ever going to get close enough. Shade smooth and apply the skin. There we go. Now we got loads of leaves. Loads of heckin' leaves. Render as an object. Crank the scale until we get a scale we're happy with, and the emission can be like 100. Rotation, phase, randomize the phase. $60 looks good. You can also add to vertices. Can you, Kadala? I didn't know that. I remember seeing somewhere where you choose, face. But I've never actually played around with it. God, it's somewhere in here, isn't it? And you can render along faces or something. It doesn't matter. I've got what I've wanted now, roughly. Let's hide the original. I don't like actually getting rid of it. Oh, object scale is turned on. Yeah, I don't like actually getting rid of it. What I like doing is kind of doing that and then shift S cursor, selection to cursor, like that. And then you can kind of attach it, But it is a little bit big, so I'm going to go to my particle systems. And we're going to go to our object down here. Scale it up so it's the size we want. A bit bigger than the size we want. And then we'll scale this one down to fit. Then you turn it off in the viewport. This is leaf. This is vine. And while we're at it, let's add a modifier to the leaf. A simple deform. Bend. And we'll add a curve to make it a bit more natural. That's looking real nice. Let's come out of that. And voila. Select this guy. Duplicate him along the x-axis. Oh, he's a bit in the wall there. I'm going to redo this, obviously. But just for now, to see whether we like it. Oh yeah, we like it. You use Maya, but it's still confused. Oh man, all 3D software is so bloody confusing, honestly. Let's quickly add some textures to these. And then we'll be on our way. So on the leaf, I'm going to add shading. Grass blades, classic. Let's add a solidify to this for the simple deform, and let's add a subdivision surface before the simple deform as well, and we'll shade it smoothly. Turn that up so we've got a bit of thickness on our leaves, which allows us to then take U and Control C the border, clonk onto him. Then if we add border. We now have a border on our leaves. And we need you to be grass blades as well. Right click, shade smooth. Let's increase this to 2 smoothness. And we don't need a solidify on this. What we need is the border solidify. Border 0.05T. And then we have you. Now that might not actually work because a mesh normals flip. Clonk. Let's go to you and tweak the offset. Maybe we didn't need to actually flip the normals this time. Maybe we just needed to adjust the offset. A question for later, but we'll fix that border definitely. That's looking real nice. We like it. We like it a lot. Use a vertex group in the density. Yeah. To like make the leaves only apply near the top. That would be nice. I'm an idiot though, because it should be brown. The stem should be brown. Let's try wood bark. Yeah, the stem should definitely be brown. Dummy. Select them, Control L, copy materials, Control L, copy modifiers. Bam! And we got some vines, baby. Now that's looking real nice if I do say so myself. And that brings us pretty much up to 4 o'clock. So we did pretty well today. God, that roof absolutely stumped me for a moment until I realized I was being a moron. But hey, you know what? Sometimes that happens and you just gotta deal with it. Okay. This is looking nice though. Needs some work done on the walls and other bits, but overall this scene's really coming together now. Sorry for getting stumped on that roof there, but we got through it in the end. Some vines can be green depending on the breed. I think the ones in England are brown, but I don't think you're wrong. I think you slept through the roof part. Yeah, sorry Kadala, might be entirely. That was terrible of me. Hopefully I'll make it up to you one day. It's getting there. It's definitely getting there. I'm happy. All right, brilliant. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We're back next week. Maybe with some Gartic phone. Maybe with some Blender. Don't know yet. But yes. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much as well for becoming a new member as well, Kenzin. Appreciate it. Next time will be smoother, I promise. New tutorial out on Monday. Live stream again on Friday. And that's it. Love you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you all next time.